because you be God, you know be man. You be God, you know be man. Papa Jehovah Shammah, you be God, you be God. You be God, you know be man. Master Jesus, you be God. Hear it on my head, hear it on my head. You be God, you know be man. Ever before you caress it, èmi ni tíjẹ́ èmi ni sọ olórúkọ ńlá èmi ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù. Ẹ̀bá mi tórúkọ Jésù, èmi ni tíjẹ́ èmi ni olórúkọ ńlá èmi ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù. Olórúkọ ńlá la 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 la. Igi 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 kábíyèsí ọba tó kárí ayé. Èmi ni má ṣe bẹ̀rù.
Apẹ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀yin Association of Choir Mistress. Choir Mistress. We have Association of Choir Mistress in the house, and I was expecting someone to be singing, oh, wiggy, 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 carry, wiggy, go.
I'm lost.
You can't understand.
I'm cuckoo missing.
Oh, yiggy, 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 kabiyosi. That reminds me, there was a video I actually watched today. Jeje me. I was going like jejely and warrily. I was going.
You're always going warrily like a snake.
I was going on the street of Facebook, and on a Facebook reel, I saw the video of this man on a lighter note, and I was trying to sing a particular song, and the way he turned the song, he choked. Even the song said would be like, "Ewo," and sharp. When did you start being a bad belly? Somebody, come on. So, what was I saying before the cockroach now? Okay, so now you know this particular song, like oh yigi 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 kabiosi. If you tell a non-Yoruba speaking person to sing this song, they will murder this song. You will shock. You will shock. There was a particular day someone was singing this particular song, oh yigi 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 kabiosi. But I like oh wiggy 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 carry wiggy go. I said, why they carry wiggy go? No be oh wiggy wiggy now. Oh yigi yiggy kabiosi. All right, good afternoon, great people, good people, wonderful people, ever excellent people, and welcome to the afternoon drive show on Lagoonradio. You see, as I'm talking and I'm clapping at the same time. I have like 4 big G's for you today, like.
And then we close the show.
He choke. You cannot allow us to close the show because apropos is in your blood, whatever. So I have 4 different gists for us today, and this is Afternoon Drive Show on Lagoon Radio, and we are live at Marina Lagos. And if you need to join the conversation, we are alive, amen. We are alive. We are alive forever. Is alive, amen. Okay, my name is Olabisi Simidele. Okay, as you all know, I'm Omo Ajayi Ogidi Onikonga Jipo Obomi Oshoro Weather. Any Ajayi gbagba tí ó lè gbà tán, nobody can gba ẹni lailai except God. Thank you very much. All right, I won't be doing this alone. I have with me Taiwo Adeola Shabi by my right forward side. I have Taiwo Adeola Shabi.
What are you doing?
He pay you. Hello, DJ Sharp. That's one and only DJ in
my
the
name
studio.
is DJ Sharp, and I'm going to be your co-hosting on this show today. And we're gonna be gisting a lot because there's a lot of apropos for us to share.
If you are trying to do Z word, please watch more.
I am not trying to do the word because it is not even my thing. First off, it is not my thing.
No, I was just confused. The thing you were trying to do, I did not understand.
I'm not trying to do anything.
Okay.
How did we get
ambassadors?
How did we get
Please.
All right, thank you. Good afternoon. It's me, DJ Sharp, and I remain your one and only.
That drop out
It's
and
not
just found our way back. The prodigal DJ.
Yeah, don't worry, I still sabi work now. Let me say the thing don't come off of my head.
You sure? Who vet you?
Nobody.
You need to be vetted.
So there's a lot of gist for us here. Apropos, even be boring. Myself, I carry body join.
It dey your body.
Let's see how it goes.
Okay, and in my forward front, by my forward right hand side front, I have with me Jennifer Ubri, the girl that lives at the roundabout very close to the studio in Marina, Lagos. And whenever she's going home in the evening, instead of her to spend like 5 minutes to reach the house, she spend like 6 hours and gets to the house by 12 midnight.
Wow, wahala for who they stay for traffic, but it is well with our soul. Don't worry, the glory of my 5 minutes to get to my house will soon come back. Once they fix the Eco Bridge, it will come back.
Till next year, my dear.
But it's soon.
It's soon.
It's soon. Is it your soon? Is it your soon?
Sharp, you can break some.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jennifer Jubi, aka Jennifer Jubi. It's very nice to meet all of you. I'm very pleased to be here today because it is not easy to be here today. It's not easy to sleep and wake up. It's not easy to wear clothes and to come to the studio. It's not easy to bath. It's not even easy to sit down here and be talking. It's not easy to speak English. I hope with all these very, very few points of mine, I'll be able to convince you and not to confuse. Jennifer is a good girl.
Thank you so much, our dear listeners and everyone and people
Thanks
that
for
are
your
watching us. Thanks for your
patience.
patience.
Wait, is it because of all this thing that I said you're saying thanks for your patience?
It takes a lot of patience, man.
So
Okay.
Now yesterday we actually talked about a viral video of ladies that were actually praying in the church for husband.
Carry me they go, Baba, carry me they go, my husband house. Carry me they go,
Baba, carry me they go, my husband house.
carry me they go, Baba, carry me they go, my husband house.
Amen.
Amen.
No, you, me, I'm in my husband's house already.
Why are you not doing it, man? You're singing on top of another person.
That's why I said, I did not say men. I just ended as, please. So now, you know, there's this saying that faith without works is what?
Dead.
Is dead. Faith without works is dead. That's why I was trolling. Jeje and Jejem. Jeje and Jejem. I was trolling. That's why I asked to enter this church. Okay. You know, after the ladies have prayed, I've said that God should carry them go their husband's house. That's how this church was doing their service. Ladies were asked to pick their husbands. The men line up like this at the forward front. And then I told the ladies, go and be packing their husband. If you have Molue, pack him. If you have Danfo, if you have BLT, even if you have Korokpe, if it's Korokpe, you want to pack your husband.
Pack.
Even if it's Okada, even if it's Keke, shall pack husband. And the ladies were even rushing. I'm like, God,
we don't
reach. And after all these things, we say marriages are crashing. Even marriages self that did not say, come and stand at the back of the person that you want. The marriage is crashing. Marriage that they even spend like 13 years to even do courtship before they marry eventually, before they enter, before they do wedding and enter marriage. The marriage is still crashing. We are be crashing there. Now you're not saying why won't marriage be crashing to real love?
The video I'm seeing, you can actually see like 4 or 5 ladies
behind one man.
Now wait, share that man a spec or spectacle? Now wow.
It's spectacular.
Be like say they don't see the man.
The man is a spectacle.
Now, there's a particular man that broke record. That he had the highest number of ladies behind him. Now, trust my people and their comments. Say that guy where many ladies queue up for his.
You no get money like that.
His face show and his shoe really shine. Oh my God, it is well even in the well. But basically, I think the pressure in our society concerning marriage and all those things is really getting out of hand. Single people, don't choke them. It's not their fault that they are not in husband's house. And for the men, it's not their fault that they have not found the bone of their flesh and the flesh of their bone and the blood that supplied their heart.
And the bone is still without flesh and the flesh is without bone.
Exactly. So it's not their fault. So stop rushing them, because marriage, if you rush in, you will fly out. You will not rush out too. You will fly out.
Even talking about this whole marriage thing, there was one video that was trending, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, of women in somewhere that is close to Chimezia's village, Mr. Cardinal's village. They carry placard. No, in fact, it's not the village. The place that Mr. Cardinal went to school. They carried placard and went to girls' hostel and started protesting, leave our husbands alone.
Women.
Yes, women in that community, they went to protest.
Oh, they went to protest to single ladies.
Yes,
to leave their husbands
alone. That the way the ladies are dressing, they are the reason why the husbands don't sleep at home. The husbands don't eat their foods anymore, so you should leave their husbands alone. Like serious protest too. If you see these women with placard and they are
and the school allowed it.
It's off campus hostel now.
But
so
really,
with their two rapper and everything, they went to protest that these girls should leave their husband.
But really, no, it's actually on the two sides. The husband have big eye. Like is the eye of prostitution. Then the wife too. What are you doing that is allowing your husband to shook eye?
Maybe she's smelling onions.
Or maybe you finish frying iru or you use ogiri to prepare soup. You now carry that same body, that same edge that the smell of ogiri have put on. You now went to sleep beside the.
No, if it's ogiri, it's even good. You not spoil everything. You will not brush it in the morning when you wake up.
Ogiri is not good.
No, they will not brush. They say they are not going anywhere.
You have not smelled ogiri before.
Ogiri is not.
I mean, you finish frying fish. Now carry that clothes to fry fish in the kitchen. You're like, kilo day. You want to choke at that person's
with combination of garlic for garnishing.
And you are still the same person that will be saying, somebody son go find me one day.
Where you want find you go?
My gender.
Where you want find you go? Washing man shop.
And the same people I say, carry me there go my husband house.
Yeah.
Are you ready to keep clean? My gender. Kilo day. And basically too for our own brothers to the Association of Prostitutes, both the chairman, the vice chairman, the treasurer, the general secretary, the finsec, everything.
All of them. Plus floor members.
And all the floor members. You to let your eyes be staying in one place. Why? If you love your wife to show herself in a particular way that you love, let her know. And after you don't just let her know and leave her there. Give her money to do it. Some men they will be going outside, they will shook eye outside. You not give your wife money to touch herself up to do what she's supposed to do so that you can be happy. So it's not her fault.
They not say they are looking for fresh young blood.
Abi now.
As vampires.
To me, any man that his wife
is not young.
That's why I said that they are vampires now. They are looking for fresh young blood.
Any man that his wife is tying remembrance wrapper up and down in the house.
A women rapper from the church.
No, that one is good though. This remembrance rapper for me. Burial rapper. Burial rapper of 10 years ago.
You know that some people they have one favorite rapper.
And it always have red and yellow.
They will now use white and draw it. So that favorite rapper.
They will now use the down of the rapper is white that is there. You now use black to write on it the name of the print.
You people are savage.
From what year to what year?
You're analyzing
so
these women.
Then the rapper has front and back. Inside I've washed. Outside is shiny.
They are my gender. So let me just say the truth. If I'm not my sister's keeper, who will? So please stop it. And husband, if you know that your wife have one favorite rapper, tell her you don't want. Buy what you want her to be wearing in the house.
Before you start raising your hand up and down. Wait. And those women that used to walk around the street with one slippers that have cut or rice and beans, they'll be dragging their leg up and down.
Even if they know where slippers are cut.
They'll not even. You see that they'll just look anyhow. Rice and beans slippers, their leg will be white, like people that went to bush.
They'll not be walking.
Our gender alone.
No.
Our gender, pack yourself. Spray
perfume.
82. Perfume is not expensive.
No, if you call it perfume, it's expensive. It's perfume.
Lavender is not expensive. Pack yourself.
No spray perfume. If you cannot afford perfume, spray perfume.
If you cannot afford, buy white powder. I know a brand of white powder you can buy that. If you use and rub, don't even need to unrub your hand and leg. Just use and rub your armpits. Rub. It will smell.
Buy soap.
This smell will come out.
Bath clean.
Please don't choke somebody. So
even coconut oil itself is not expensive. Rub cream, smell nice.
We are taking it personal.
It's okay.
But really to anybody, may not use your eyes. Tell the Holy Spirit to take over your eyes. Thank you very much. And I hope with this few points of mine, I'll be able to convince you and not to confuse you that time remembrance rapper and looking outside at the same time is not good for marriage. Thank you. Sharp.
People are too violent.
We don't hold knife and cutlass. It's talk we talk.
You don't have to hold knife. You are too violent.
The change over be change to violence.
All right, so this one is a bit serious thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
Really. I saw it too.
It has been a trend. In fact, there are two, but I'm going to speak on one. this is to our medical practitioner, or those who claim to own a private hospital.
Both
or
male and
clinic.
female.
Both male and female. Okay, so something happened. Someone called me yesterday, and when we got into a conversation, this lady is pregnant, a few months pregnant, and then she has been at your hospital, I mean your so-called clinic or whatever you call it, for 2 weeks and still counting, and then no result,
No change.
no changes, and you didn't feel it's proper for you to transfer the person to a general hospital for proper attention, because we have specialists. I'm still coming to those that even go to private clinic. I'm not saying it's not good, but we're coming there. And you as a doctor, you don't feel it's right for you to transfer, because this thing is, you think is beyond, in fact, it is beyond your capacity at that moment. Up to the moment where the lady can't even get up, she's so weak. And then I got to find out later in the evening as well that they didn't release them after they filed for the transfer. They said until they pay the money they are owing. And then, of course, wait, what do you expect me to pay for? Because I didn't get results, really.
So I wanted to even say something as you were saying this thing. Before you now talked about not releasing them, the first thing is greed. See these private hospitals, greed. I'll put rope on their leg now. I want to put rope on their leg now and be dragging them. I want to put rope on their leg now and be dragging them. You see, those people have the highest level of greed I've seen in this health sector. They just want to keep you there and drain you, not collect. There's a difference between collecting and draining. These people, they legit put big pipe in your pocket and they are sucking your money. They charge you exorbitantly for tests that are not relevant. They know what the problem is. Sometimes they know what the problem is. Sometimes they don't even know what they are doing. They just charge you for irrelevant tests, keep collecting money, and at the end of the day, they see that, okay, that there's no result, there's nothing coming. So releasing you is going to be a big deal for them, because one, they know that when they release you, it's going to be like you saying that, oh, this I was in so place competent. And these people are not competent. They are so cautious of their name. Died? They don't care. They're so cautious of their name, and they just want to keep collecting that money from you. That's why you hear one bed space in those kind of hospitals. I'll be hearing 100,000 naira per day. Like so they were actually requesting
for over 200,000 naira.
You see,
to release the lady. And
when there's no results.
I spoke to a doctor that I'm very close to, and then he said those people should have just left. They should just carry their thing and leave. Nobody will stop them.
It's true now.
And he said something again. He said they were so careless in treating this issue. They should have just transferred her.
Because it's something else. That lady can.
He said that lady can die now that she's weak. She can die. And what I feel they could have done is, if it were to be a general hospital, you could have removed the baby, probably put the baby in the incubator and take care of the both of them.
Because now she stands a higher risk of either dying or losing the baby.
She doesn't even have any strength.
And there is life in her.
And that kind of thing, now at that moment, you don't have time to sue that person. And I think they've been getting away with it. So I asked this doctor of mine, he said, I said, what if the person dies and then?
What's the solution?
He said because they know that Africans we're so crazy about our dead bodies. And then these people, they would not release this dead body. And after some weeks, after some days, it might be weeks, it might be a week.
When they know that you have tired,
they'll go and throw it somewhere.
They'll go and dump it somewhere.
So what do they stand to gain?
Let me not just talk.
What do they really stand to gain?
Because if I talk, we are not going to leave this show today. Let me just keep quiet.
But really, it's really not nice. You swore an oth when you're getting into this thing. I don't know where is your conscience.
Some of them don't see. Let me tell you. I believe, in fact, I'm of the opinion that the people that still abide by that oath that they swore in medical school are the ones that are under the government. Because they have a lot to lose. The ones that operate in private sectors, it is their entity, they don't care. But if you're working with the government, even if that's why they have the right to go on industrial action when they are not being paid. It's part of their whole work ethics and all of that. So that's why when they are not paid, they go on industrial action, right? It is the same oath. They cannot misbehave. They can't do more than themselves. because that oath is still guiding them, is still on them. But those ones that work in private entities, not be their name, not be their girls hospital. What will you do? You cannot. In fact, it is quite difficult. It's not that you cannot revoke their license, but it takes a longer time compared to those ones that are in government sectors. That's why they are so nonchalant about the whole thing. And again, we Africans we don't like trouble.
Okay, so I'm not saying government hospital use anything better.
Yeah.
There are some cases when it comes to childbearing. There are some places you shouldn't even try to step your foot. Yes, we know you have this money, but you can see for yourself things are getting out of hand. I'm not saying you should go to a private clinic. You can go there. If you're noticing that or you're seeing that you're not getting any results, things are getting out of hand. I've seen a case, someone that is close to us, so they couldn't manage her until she lost the baby. The baby was about 4 point something. So now tell me, she goes for antenatal, and then you people don't check her vitals, you don't check her weight. I could remember during my own journey then, I was using these particular drugs, and then I went the first time, second time, third time. The fourth time, they were like, what drug are you using? I said, I'm using so drugs. I said, you better stop it if you don't want us to cut you open.
See?
That's a general hospital.
Because they know that there's an implication to using that drug.
They don't like taking chances. I mean, they don't like, they can't afford to lose anybody. They are very, very careful when it comes to handling pregnant women, especially because they know what it entails. They know what these women go through. And it will be so bad, so painful for a woman to lose a child, or for a mother to have the baby and then leave the baby behind. All of these things, very painful. Still speaking on the medical sector, Simi, you have to take this one, please.
She has go emotional.
Now that Sharp have decided to press Control P, don't put it. Just be calming down. That's how this one from actress Kate Enshaw. She said, my staff was rejected by a hospital after being stabbed on her way to work. Ew. Why? The hospital said they don't used to treat wound. They don't used to treat knife wound.
Without
so what? Now, if someone has been attacked and the person runs to your hospital, crazy. Number one, what is the place of first aid?
God bless
then
you.
After that one, let's even assume the person got into a fight, or maybe the person went to steal and they now stabbed the person. Just save the person's life first. Because
is that not
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
One,
now,
are we going to call it code of conduct? Sorry.
I want to say
code
something.
Of conduct.
I want to say something. This thing that you just said now just reminded me of something.
She's not done with
her okay.
story. I just
so now. Sorry. She managed after she was actually attacked on her way to work, and she was stabbed. That's our staff, and she managed to get to a clinic nearby, and she was sent away that they don't treat knife wounds.
Imagine.
Though she's now receiving treatment in another hospital.
What do you call this one?
Now I want to ask now. Number one, what's their reason for sending her away?
They don't treat knife.
Number two,
for that matter.
If a hospital or a clinic does not treat knife wound, what do they treat?
Blade wound.
Let us ask.
Probably they think that one is not gonna fetch them.
No, razor blade wound.
It's not going to fetch them.
Assuming they said it was gun wound now, I say okay, maybe they need police reports and all of that.
Exactly.
Even at that.
No. At least we know that they still have something that they are saying. This is knife wound.
Even at that, even if it's a gunshot,
you can treat the person and detain the person.
Call police officers the moment you're treating this person.
Yes. In fact, this same hospital thing, my sister last I think it was early this year or late last year. Towards October, November last year, she was coming back from she had an outing with her friends, and on her way, just where they dropped her was in the night at about 9-10 p.m. She couldn't walk alone on that road, so she decided to take a bike. As she was coming, there was this car driven by a couple of drunk guys. They hit the bike. My sister fell. The bike man fell. The bike fell on the bike man. Now, my sister is a very fragile person. And then she had bruises. Like, her legs, like, blood and everything. So, that period, I went out too. That same day, I went out. Bike threw me away. The same day. But I didn't have bruises. I just got home and I was trying to keep it away from my mom. Because I know how she would get worried. And next thing, my sister calls me at past 10 p.m. and she was like, where are you? I said, I'm at home. She said, is mommy there? I said, yes. I said, but she's sleeping. They said, okay. That I should not shout to, that she had a bike accident. And she was at the clinic close to the house. Now, I'm trying so hard not to mention this clinic because this is not the first time they are doing it. She said she was at the clinic close to the house, that I should please come. Something was going on. I said, okay. Immediately, I got dressed, took my wallet, my ID card and everything. And, yeah, I was still 7 then. It was last year. I dashed out of the house. Getting to this place, so lo and behold, do you know that they left my sister bleeding? They refused to attend to her. My sister had gotten there 20 minutes before she called me.
Hoping that they will
attend to her. But the intention was not even for me to come. She just wanted to get it treated and come to the house and act like, so that my mom will not get worried. But these people left her and her leg became numb, and that was when she just had to call me. And I got there. I said, what's going on? Is there no doctor? There were nurses. All of them said that they were looking at her. Where my sister sat, her leg was like, the spot was soaked with blood. And I said, what's going on? Why have you people not attended to her? Look at this girl is bleeding. I was getting agitated, worked up. I was agitated. And what's going on? They said that they need to know whether it was an accident, whether she fell from the bike, or what happened. They want to know where she's coming from. They cannot treat her. That they also have to. She also has to see doctor. And I said, wait. I said, wait. You want to know where she's coming from? You cannot treat her. Clearly, this is. I said clearly, this is an accident, right? She said the lady said yes. I said so. If
they had brought in an emergency case,
I said so. You can't treat her. They said yes. I said why? He said she needs to see a doctor. I said where is the doctor? Has anybody gone to call the doctor? They said the doctor is eating and the doctor is coming. I said so. You will not even clean my sister's leg
before the
because the doctor is coming. Thank God we had first aid in the house.
You guys left.
I carried her. I had to carry her out of that place to the house. I didn't go there alone. I went with a friend. I just told the guy, like, look, let's go together. As if I knew something else was going to happen. We carried her. Thankfully, we had first aid in the house. That was how I was able to clean that wound. Now, let's assume that I had no idea on how to even clean wound. It was a major bruise. Let's say I had no idea on how to clean wound. Number one, let's say that we didn't have anything regards first aid in the house. It was late in the night. It was almost 11 p.m. with all this back and forth. Let's say we had nothing. That leg would have become another thing.
Sure.
Germs would have entered.
Tetanus.
So
Of course,
exactly.
Would have entered.
The next day, after I cleaned the wound, I just thought that, okay, we'll go to the family hospital, go and tell them what happened. They'll give you injection. And that was it. And this is not the first time this particular clinic is doing it. I mean, I don't know this negligence.
It's just pure wickedness.
Negligence, wickedness, witchcraft, what have you,
demonic
etc.
No,
it's true.
No, it's part of it. You don't have to be flying. You don't have to be sucking blood before. Yeah.
I don't have to be a doctor for me to treat your wound. If I say that you actually need help at that time, if I cannot do it on my own, I can take you to where you get it done.
Take for example now the victims of domestic violence. Maybe after their spouse have finished beating them, blue, black, eyes have swollen, mouth have swollen, there's wound everywhere. She now goes to this kind of hospital. Will they attend to her?
No, they will not attend to her. They'll tell her to go and call the husband.
They won't.
In all sincerity, they'll tell you to go and call your husband.
Flimsy excuses up and down. You're saying you won't treat a patient's wound because you want to know where the patient is coming
apart
from.
That,
no, she's coming from your house.
They still insulted my sister that she's wearing short gown.
That's what they do now.
Yes, they will insult you with your predicament.
And those kind of hospitals,
you go they regret.
And those kind of hospitals are the ones that will be using your problem to call you.
One episode that is very close to me.
No, you hear something like, hello, are you so person? That girl that they wear short gown, that they wear come, wear some.
Or they say, hey, nurse Kike, please, can you go to the tuberculosis man's room?
Another one that happened, it's this medical thing. In fact, at midnight, they carried this person to the clinic and then they rejected. They said they don't attend to people at midnight.
So when did they attend to person?
Very close to our house there too. They said they don't attend to people at midnight.
These people are wicked though.
This is not pure wickedness. We are not judging
That's
here.
That's why it's called witchcraft.
All of these things we are seeing, we can see.
So we have seen it all, dear fellow Nigerians, both nationally and internationally. We don't know what is wrong with our medical sector.
And
now,
the funny thing is that
on
people that are
strike,
doing the job, because of these bad eggs, these rotten eggs, they are not spoiling the people that are doing the job.
well, exactly. We can't even figure out the ones that are doing the good.
All of them are bad.
To be more than
You say no, it doesn't even have to be more. It's just one bad egg. You need to spoil a whole crate. Break all of them inside cup now.
That even sometimes they will get there, they will compound your problem for
Before
you. Maybe you went there like you're feeling feverish and you just went there to take a test, maybe malaria test and
You
all that.
come out
you have
just
schizophrenia.
is it that one?
you come out to typhoid.
They'll tell you have schizophrenia, or they will tell you that your oxygen level is low, my dear. What happened?
Then
And you'll be like, my oxygen level. You now be taking a deep breath and be
They'll not
breathing
tell
out.
you that you need to be admitted. No, they'll not tell you need to be admitted. They'll say we need to give you bed. We need to keep you here. There's a way you not see them keeping their face. They'll not do face. Those nurses that don't used to do makeup. They rather do like this.
Jennifer.
Or drop brows which elbow.
Hey, God will help us. So
It's just unfortunate.
Let's keep praying for good health. So that we don't have to experience
It's
this.
very important.
good health should never ever in this life be underestimated.
I'm telling
Please
you.
do not
When you
underestimate
see
good
people
health.
praying in church and they are thanking God for life,
Honestly,
you have no idea what they are thanking God for.
You say somebody, you now ask somebody.
But they start telling you what when they say life, I thank God for life.
And
I thank God for life.
you ask somebody,
And
do you
they
have a
repeat it
testimony?
over and over and over
You say,
again.
do you have a testimony? You say yes. So you say, I just want to thank God for life. You now insult the person that is every time they thank God for
You
life.
have no
Like say
idea
you know
because if that person should start talking, is you this same set of people will tell her that she should drop the mic.
We are talking accidents. people.
Let's appreciate.
This medical nonsense is up to schools. I know how many times we've had students die in my school. The school I graduated from. I know how many times we've
it's
had
only your school.
students. Like, no, so when I was
everywhere.
saying it, and some people were saying, is it possible? Yes, they will leave you on the bed.
everywhere.
Asthmatic patients, they will leave them there. Gasping for air, they'll be drinking Gary, tell you that they not come to this life because of you. Like those people are
They're that
mean.
way. They're
Their
that
own
way.
wickedness is from another part of the world.
They're that way. It is well even in the world. So talking about school, talking about ASU strike, talking about WAEC, talking about all those things. There was this gist that actually entered as in Ozegidi, all the way from Benin, Edo State.
Why?
Before I take that one, let's go on this music break and we'll be right back. Ekiti. The only thing I know about Ekiti now, that I've known about Ekiti from the beginning of this year is Ekiti is the road to heaven.
Now,
All right.
the new people are doing their own.
Stay connected to Lagoon Radio. We'll be right back.
This is Lagoon Radio. This is Lagoon Radio.
From the rising of the sun to the going down the sea, your water not the faith. It always come to pass. So yes, from the rising of the sun to the going down the sea, Jehovah, your water not the faith. Because you know be man. Oh, Jehovah Nissi, I like to tell you, I will be your friend. King of glory, I will be your friend. The personal friend, I will be your friend. I will be your friend. Yahweh, I will be your friend. No. I will be your friend. You have never promised and you fail. Because you're not a man. He was an issue come. I call him Imbrege de Mabella Ribeyanama. Oh no. I will give you my praise. So no. And I will worship you all my life for because you're more than what they say to me. And I'm here to praise your holy name. I like to tell you, no matter the weather, you are my friend. No matter the condition, no matter my situation, I know you know me by my name. No. friend. Who will command the thing when you've not commanded? Papa. You sit out in the heavens and make the edge your foot to stool. Oh. I am that I am, the bright and morning star. You were so beautiful than the scripture. No. Papa God, now you I go follow. I am that stone you rose to praise you. No. The oracle of praise is here to worship. Receive and praise, O Lord Jehovah. No matter the weather, Jehovah, I dare your side. No matter the condition, yes. I will be your friend. My great helper, I will be your friend. Jehovah Shammah, I will be your friend. So I will be your friend. Now you could be my friend forever. I will be your friend. I will be your friend. I wanna be your friend. That is my desire in life. Oh, no. What a friend we have in you. What a friend you are to me. Oh, yeah.
This is Lagoon Radio.
Hey, Papa God, now you be my hope. The solid on my side. Devil na mumu. That is why I go praise your name forever. People na call am Oluku. That's so. You. Come on, everybody. Let's give them the praises. See, yes, them the hammer, scatter my brother, shatter, fire like a lighter. Get to reason for this living. This is in my brother, it no easy, Papa God, na FCO. But them no the sensation and omega. My enemies, them the maga, because I did think like Elijah. Jehovah na my lover, sensation I say. Everybody stand the firm, I say, I no get wahala. Hey, I say we dey enjoy, no be small. Because I say we dey serve God. I say Lucifer no good at all. Now him make I join Jesus Christ. I say sinfulness, you know they sweet. You go only window. Everybody they do a go. But if anybody follow Mugu, my brother, I say Baba God go judge him. The God of El Shaddai, now me get him. Yes, the God of Mama Cyber, now me get him. Holy Spirit, now my sin no brother. Devil now, they listen that you are a winner. Listen, I say when devil won't play with you, he will give him. Tomorrow devil go kill you, brother. But when Jesus wants to, we go no. He go bless you, for abundance. Devil people, they say them giddy. I say them wicked, child. We don't see them tired, no be small. That is why when we want to praise our Jehovah, devil people go they run. Devil people, they say them giddy. I say them wicked, I don't see them tired, no be small. That is why when we want to gyrate for Jehovah, devil people go they run. Oh yeah, Jehovah, fully woman, oh higher, fully woman, oh higher. Oh yeah, fire, small boy. Who don't know what call up small boy? Jesus, you don't lift us to higher, oh higher. He lift Mama Saipa, oh higher. He lift Pastor Larry, oh higher. That's why he lift Akara, oh higher. He lift Tuko,
He enter. Hey.
Jesus Christ, you live to pass on the only. That's why you live to take you men of God. And be lifted to forever. Sensation and glory, you come and join me.
Hallelujah.
Hey.
He enter. Like when you
get
get
the enter body,
And then when I stood up,
as in, see him. That's one thing about. I'm short of words. Let's just.
I'm long of words. Let's continue.
after you people have pressed Control P and potato finish, you can see that
We needed that.
You know, yeah, that was sensational. Bamidele, like
Oh, sensational.
Ose, like Ose,
Yeah.
the Gbedu enter
Wait,
body.
now this kind of sweet way person here now you can't go and do states now spoil am.
No, we're not going to make it tragic. We're gonna make it a tragic comedy.
This day I just feel like you people just want to throw shades at me, but it's okay.
No, wait, all
we're
this while
not.
you've been throwing shades at Ekiti.
No, actually, you know, this issue of this particular one about Edo is not a new thing. Like, it's not the first time it's going to be happening.
But why Edo?
Like, I think Edo, Delta, all those parts, they have some professorial certification in some parts of life, runnings of life, like scamming, like cracks, like duping, like all those things. All my Edo friends and my data friends don't come for me, yo. I even have data blood running in my blood too, so we are together. I have.
You don't know that only me like this. I'm one man mopo. If I start with the both of you in this studio, this place will not contain us.
See, people should go to YouTube, please. Go to YouTube
Oh,
at Lagoon.
not be by the body.
TV.
I don't know. You want them to see the person that is talking. Yes.
I want you to see this
Oh
person.
my
Take a look
God.
at this person.
One man battalion.
Hey, you
Oh,
have
hey.
no idea.
Oh, hey, the one man
Only
battalion.
me na cavalry.
One man nation.
On the way to Kamfari.
Only me is cavalry. Oh.
You know that we know you yourself. You are car. You are va. You are ri.
Caterpillar.
Hey.
Bulldozer.
Okay. Bulldozer, chai.
But I don't even know the brand of this bulldozer. Maybe it's Keke Marua bulldozer.
No, don't worry. I'll think of the brand.
Bicycle bulldozer.
Buy bulldozer.
I will run you.
So that's why my two legs, though, my two important legs, carry me to Benin in
You
Edo
get where your leg
State.
no they carry you go.
And we have carry me they go, my leg carry me they go better place. So that's why this school, a private school for that matter, that's how students, they were giving the shock of their lives. Like, I was saying sometimes like that breakfast, it go reach in different kind of plates.
When they say breakfast, it's not only heartbreak.
it's not
It's not only husband and wife. It's not only boyfriend and girlfriend. In this case, it's students and principal.
and principal. That's how this school, the SS3 students of Joseph Itoto, is it Itoto? Memorial Group of Schools in Benin, Edo State. Jennifer, we know the place. They recently ripped their school apart. Why? Because tí o bá nídìí obìnrin ò ń jẹ́ kú mólú. Even ọkùnrin gan kò ń jẹ́ kú mọ́lá. That's how they ripped their school apart after their principal allegedly ran away with their WAEC fees. He collected this money from them. He refused to register them for WAEC. And these poor students, in their happiness of mind, they wanted to go to school and go and start writing WAEC.
That
And
they are
these
still in
students
school.
discovered that one kò tiẹ̀ wá tán síbẹ̀ o. That one sef dey.
It didn't stop. Didn't end
It
there.
didn't end there.
Ah,
The place where it ended, that you know that the season film are finished. Was
Where they
that
say season final.
They now discovered that this same man actually locked up the school and put it up for sale. Thank you very much. Now, we're talking ASU strike. Now we are talking this. Where are we going? Buni and Lo.
see, I want to say something in defense for that man. I think that my name is Jennifer Dubu. I'm yet to oppose the motion that the man did not carry the money and run away. No, oppose the motion that the man carry the money and run away. Anyhow, you people want to put the topic. I want to speak. In fact, in this case, I don't know whether I'm defendant or plaintiff, but I shall want to speak on behalf of the man. I think that why the man actually carry the money and run away and did not pay for registration fee for these people is because PASU is on strike. So what are they writing WAEC for? So that they too will not go and sit at home and be waiting for the people that are written jam to now enter school. So they should wait around WAEC next year. And that's what I think, yo. The man is a wise man.
Tinkerbell. Yeah, no, now that we have a Tinkerbell in our studio.
Because what else can I say?
But really, on a very, very sure, this is outright wickedness.
This is wickedness.
Because number one, let me even ask: is the man will he get home and a woman will call him Bale me, our daddy?
No. Do you even think he's at home?
Oh, is someone that will be calling him darling, daddy? Children will be calling him daddy. No, you are not done.
If you check well now, this man don't have hair on his head. He have boy head.
This is where we'll be drawing the curtain on this show. Jennifer
no, wait, we are not drawing curtain. Wait, let's see open door. We are not drawing curtain anywhere. Wait.
Okay.
If you'll be surprised that this man not take this decision alone.
Yeah, could
He's
be.
gonna have accomplices now.
A lot, and it might not be that. See, on a serious note, it might sound funny, but this is not me throwing shade. But it could be that apart from the fact that his accomplices could be in the school,
of course,
his accomplice could also be his wife.
Exactly. So really the man really needs to he really needs to be brought to book. Like it really really needs to
get catch.
They go catch am.
They bring to book.
They go catch. You know say every day na for the thief, one day na for the owner. One day then go catch am. If they no catch if they no go catch am, in go take in 2 leg waka come back, because this is another people's sweat. You don't know what the parents of those children did to get the money for this examination.
The problem is not the money. I don't think the problem is even the money for me. The problem is the fact that you are frustrating these children's efforts. Fine, yes, they've run away with the money. Why? I don't think the registration is open. Even if they give these people, even if they tell them, okay, go and register, don't pay. Do you understand?
Exactly.
If they take them to another school and say, okay, just go and write why, but they have to be registered under that school, right?
Yeah.
So what if the registration is not open? So it's not even about the money. It just kills their efforts, just kills the whole morale of these children having to write the exam and just like, oh, finally they are done with a second phase in their life, because this is secondary school.
All right, congratulations. I think in order is in order.
Let's finish with good one.
As we have comedian Josh Tofoni
and
wife welcome their first child.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes, sir.
A very big congratulations. Now I'm going to go for Mugo.
Hey.
I'm going to go for. Don't ask me how I'm related to him.
My nephew is my nephew.
I wish I go for Mugo. I'm now a grandmother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My family is increasing.
Thank you so much.
I have to take this one. Yes.
I saw it.
Okay.
This one is the definition of trouble sleep.
Yanga go wake up.
Yeah.
All these apprentices, I know, is to respect themselves. Your guy sent you Gary. And then you were doing stunts.
As country they had.
With bicycle. Bicycles, if you don't do stunt, the thing they throw you right and left for balance.
Road. And then you did stunt, and then the Gary poured away.
Yeah, no that.
But wait, why is he packing the Gary back in the nylon? You have to go and give your Gary poison to drink. Your guy poison to drink.
If they say na beans throw away for grand, it go easy to pick. Gary,
even if na rice,
actually packed everything on the floor.
Now he will now take that Gary to his employer, and the employer will say the Gary vendor was the one that gave her or him Gary stone.
The difference, see, there's difference between Gary that is sand or stone in it,
and Gary that is gathered from the floor.
The color will change itself.
No. I don't think that guy wants to.
It depends on the.
Keep Lagos clean.
No, apart from keeping Lagos clean, that guy has a mechanism of separating sand from
exactly
Gary.
Separating techniques.
Yes,
because it depends on the way he packs it. There are some Gary that have sand, you will never know.
I'm telling you.
There's a way he will do it, and the sand will find their way to the bottomless pit of the nylon.
Oh my days! No.
Now come to think of it, the boss should now give him the change.
This one said, there's a comment here that says, Oluadebamowo says, scrape the top part. Put water and drink it in preparation of the beating that awaits you.
Like Tegwolo. Tegwolo will eat the food that they say you should not eat and
You
say
go
they
chop
should
cake
not
for
beat
us.
me. Make I use the food, get an edge.
So,
I think that's where we draw the curtains, I guess, now.
all right. Thank you so much for joining us on today's edition of the Afternoon Drive Show. Do join us tomorrow,
Don't drop
Friday, Saturday,
Don't drop
next Monday. What a view on your regular show,
Don't drop
Afternoon
curtain.
Drive Show. Yeah, this is where we're drawing the curtain. We'll
Don't
draw the
drop
curtain
curtain.
and lock it. Though we're already going to miss you, but it's time to say goodbye. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook at Lagoon Radio Nigeria, Instagram and Twitter at LagoonRadio.Ng, and I still on our YouTube channel on LagoonTV. If you need to catch up with this show, I still remain no other person than Olabisi Semidileoke. Any other Olabisi Semidileoke, it's a counterfeit.
We have heard that
I'm the
before.
one
We're
and
tired
only
of
an
hearing it.
original. Thank you, Sharp, for joining this show.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Yenifa Jubre, for joining this show.
Yeah, West,
It's a
come.
bye from us to you. Do have a blessed day.
This is
I'll tell the world what you've done